Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. Sorry, doing some last minute adjustments there. Uh, Happy to be home. All right, you guys, let's dive in. Woo! Okay, so let me tell you, the energy of eclipses, like it settles. It like falls into where it's going to be. I don't know how to describe it, but I bet you guys are already feeling it yourselves. And I have been getting, I've been getting two messages repeatedly for a few days now. They are, one is that the universe is guiding us by all the doors that close and all the doors that open. And when we just gracefully accept the doors that close and follow the ones that open, it leads us towards limitlessness. I mean, that's literally what I've been guided to. That's like what I've seen. So I don't know if that's going to play into this reading at all or not, but I'm getting that message quite a bit. And then the other thing, I'm just like, even as I'm saying that, I can see a revolving door now. So some of you may be dealing with situations that have been very in and out. But you may be reaching some kind of conclusion, like either it's going to have a brand new life or it's going to end. Let's dive in. I was really guided to grab these Archeo cards and to look at specific people that you may be dealing with right now. So we're going to do that today. We're going to see. I feel like I got some cards that could give us a pretty deep look at what's happening for Pisces right now, Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, wow. You guys are getting the Midwife and the Wolf. Let me just see if anything else wants to come out. Okay. Okay, wow. You're getting the Illuminator and the Angel. Okay, Pisces. On the bottom of the deck, you are getting the Arbiter, which is like basically Lady Justice kind of energy. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. You have those energies here. Wow, let me just feel this for a moment. The Midwife. I'm getting, we play different roles in people's lives. We're not everyone are we supposed to go all the way through with. And the Midwife is like a facilitator. She's I don't know how to describe how I feel about this energy because I can't really tell if this is like a spiritual energy that's around you right now, Pisces, but you are going through some kind of transformation or some kind of transition. And there is, we get different spirit guides at different periods in our life where, like who we need is around us, to help guide us. And with the energy of this Midwife, this is a facilitator. This is someone who it feels like is deepening and strengthening how do I want to say this? Your output. Oh my goodness. It's like I feel the energy of someone who is giving you strength to may have a kind of like a deeper result. So I feel this very creatively, finding creative solutions, possibly even around music. Oh, that's the other thing. I keep getting this song over and over again. Watching You Walk Away. over and over again, you guys. It's like I was making my bed this morning and the song was just like attacking me. I was like, okay, I got it, you know? But sometimes like when I tell people, then the message will stop coming to me. But yeah, the song, Watching You Walk Away, it hurts the most when being so close. That's a very strong thing. Okay, anyway, so there could be something that you're working on creatively, and it's like, I almost feel like this midwife is here to say that you have help. You know, you can tap into, or even, ask for extra guidance in a certain situation. I'm getting this a lot around work, career. Some of you have creative careers, or some of you may even be working on like a spiritual modality, Reiki, yoga, I don't know, meditation. Some of you may be trying to begin some kind of practice here. And I do feel like you just definitely have help around you at this time, Pisces, to help you do what you need to do. When it comes to relationships, I feel that this person is lending you, or this energy is lending you strength to really be vulnerable. Okay? And then you have this wolf energy, and Pisces, I feel like this is someone who's very focused on you. I feel like this is someone who, it's like they're instinctively drawn to you. They can't describe it. They can't control it. They're very, very focused on you. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like they don't even know why they want you or what exactly. I mean, it may be attraction, but it's kind of like I've been attracted to people before, but it hasn't felt like this. Is kind of the energy. And it may be, I'm getting these as like thorns, like it may be a bit of a sticky situation, or it may be, it may feel kind of dangerous to this person even. And then you have an illuminator, which I feel like is someone around you that is actually getting clarity. They're having some kind of realization. This feels like someone from your past, or this could even be like a group of people, or, like if you recently left a job, this could be where they're realizing how much work you did. I mean, this is almost like a general energy that I'm feeling, but there are specific people here. And especially like for some of you, there is one specific person, a past person, who is really getting a lot of clarity and really seeing you. This angel, I feel, is you, Pisces. I feel there's competition heating up for you. I feel like you've only just begun to tap into your talent. I feel like this energy is moving you to a place with the Justice kind of energy, the Arbiter on the bottom of the deck. It feels like there's a big leveling out here where you've been putting a lot of energy out there and into people and into relationships, and maybe not seeing a tremendous amount of return. I feel like you've had to really learn how to love yourself here. The way her arms are crossed across herself, you have a purpose, you have a mission, and you've had to just rise above and rise above and rise above. I keep getting that, and it's like it's done something to your aura. It's done something to your spirit. And it's really standing out right now. You see, she's like really almost like on a pedestal here. It's really standing out to people right now. And I feel like you're just beginning to take off. You're just beginning to figure this out. I just heard take these broken wings and learn to fly again. I think you have. I think you took these broken wings and you have learned to fly. And maybe you haven't even tested them out yet. I don't know, but there's something here, and you've got two people here that are very of significance for this particular reading. Okay, I am going to I'm just going to allow myself to be intuitively guided through this reading. I'm just opened up my channel here. Okay, the wolf spirit, please, spirit, the wolf spirit. It's a brand spanking new soulmate coming in. For some of you, you already got it. You've already captured this person's attention. Unexpected news is on the way. Somebody wants your attention. This is, and then it says synchronizations are like spiritual breadcrumbs leading your path. Yeah, this is someone who I think they're not quite sure how to approach you. I feel this thorny energy right here. It's kind of like there's something about it. There's something about this. It's I'm just going to put these here. There's something about this that doesn't feel easy. Okay, it doesn't feel like this person is like super like, oh yeah, they're very focused on you. They're very drawn to you. I feel like it almost kind of scares them. Okay, then you have the illuminator. Wow, truths are coming to light. Pause for reactions. Okay, I feel like this person does need to tell you, okay, something. Wow, this never-ending cycle must end. Okay, and the divine has your back. It's always there guiding, supporting, and whispering. You're going to need to really listen to your intuition here, especially when dealing with a past person. Then you have your destiny is calling, better answer. That's this energy. You know, I feel like, you know, sometimes people are part of our past for a reason. And sometimes we don't realize how much we've elevated or how much even, especially if this person really hurt you or really like kind of broke your wings kind of energy. You have done something here to really elevate yourself. And I don't know that this person can meet you where you are anymore. But there is this person I feel there is a conversation coming with this person where they are going to tell you something or like that there's watching you walk away. I'm hearing it again and again and again. I don't know what that song is. I think my daughter I was singing it to her because I was with her. And I think she told me she thinks it's Rascal Flatts or something. I don't know. She was like, Mom, you don't listen to that music. I was like, I know. Anyway, okay. So, you know, we don't have control over things. All right. So, okay. I'm sorry. Do you hear the frenetic energy in my voice? I feel there is this, it's almost like people are aware that there is competition. And if they're not aware there's competition, they're assuming there's competition because you're standing out. Somehow you are elevated here to be one of a kind, to be completely unique. There's no one else like you, and people are seeing it. And, you know, it's kind of like, oh, whoa, there's only one of those. That's what I want. And there's like, you know, there's a situation starting to happen here. And it feels like it's intensifying. I do feel like you have helped to navigate it, but it does feel like it's directed right at you, Pisces. Okay, what can you tell me about the wolf spirit here, please, spirit? Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously? I swear to God. This is insane. Okay. This is just freaking insane. I literally said you're standing out. You're one of a kind. There's only one you. And okay. Wow. And that people are, it's like a feeding frenzy. I feel like, oh my God, I got to hurry up. I got to hurry up and get this reading out. I got to hurry up and you know, like say all these things. Like I got to hurry up and get Pisces this information. So there are people here that are really wanting to communicate with you, that are really, but they're trying to be chill. I feel like they're trying to hide this frenetic energy the same way I'm trying to control it. Actually, I think I'm going to get my obsidian and just hold it. I cannot, you guys, seriously, this energy has been building for a few days. Whew. Okay, let me just sit with my obsidian and ground and center for 1 second. Sometimes it can be really hard to be so open, especially when the energy is like this. Okay, I'm better now. Okay. Wow. I feel like this is what this person is doing. Wow. Okay. You know what I just got? I just got the energy of someone who is used to being the one that is sought after. Okay, I'm getting lone wolf, lone wolf, lone wolf. They may feel like they're just kind of different than everybody else. Like I feel like this person travels in a pack, but I feel like they feel different than everybody else. And I feel that they are seeing you as being someone who's different than everybody else. And there's some feeling of they must understand me, or if like there's something here where they're feeling like it's like a kindred spirit kind of feeling of like, you know, and also what I'm getting is like they don't really understand themselves or their own situation, but looking at you, it feels to them like you're the same as them, but you have it figured out, but you know what you're doing, but you somehow are at peace with it in a way that they're not at peace with it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what I feel about this is that this person, they send you a text message or they send you some kind of message, and then they're like, okay, there's almost like this anxiousness that takes over, and it's not, they don't know how to handle it because they're not used to feeling this way. They're used to texting people and knowing that that person is going to respond, and and kind of their gauge is like, how interesting is the response? Not are they going to respond? So this is eliciting a totally different like experience for this person, and so they get anxious, and then they're even like telling themselves to ground and center, to calm, to, you know what I mean, like I was, but you know, in their own way. And they're trying to learn how to placate themselves. And this is really interesting because I'm actually getting this as part of the soul growth that you are bringing to this person, like the ability to self-soothe. They may have always been surrounded by so many people that they've never really had to learn how to regulate their own self. You know, they may have always sort of been, you know, up and down, rising and falling with the people around them, or, you know, able to like always keep a certain level of energy because they can always find someone in the group that is of that same energy. They're blessed. They are somebody who I feel like feels like they have a lot in life and has never really, I don't want to say they've never really suffered, but there's an energy of just like, you know, they have suffered, but their suffering has been different. God, they are so hopeful. You're giving this person hope. I feel like this person was, I don't know, on the precipice of settling, or on the precipice of sort of just feeling, okay, well, this is all there is. This is the best of the best. This is the most. And then they met you. And they're like, oh no, there's a totally different level. And it's like their intuition had been telling them this. Like they knew there was a different level, but they didn't ever see it. They didn't know what it looked like. And now they've met you, and it's like, wow, okay. They're very fixed on you. They're very it's kind of like I'm getting, this is my one shot with this one off person, you know, with this is the only one like this. Okay, let's do the illuminator, please, for Pisces, the illuminator. Okay, so I feel like with the illuminator, look at that. See, they're definitely having realizations here about who you are and what you are. Wow. you know, Pisces, with this particular person, I feel like there's an intense physical chemistry. I feel like there's an intense attraction here. There, you know, and intensity, you know, I feel like it could even be like a mental, like a intellectual attraction here with this person. There was a lot there. And I think this person wasn't prepared for it, couldn't really rise to meet it, couldn't really handle it when they had their hands on it. And I feel like you may have walked away from this person, actually. I feel like you may have been like, listen, I have to take care of myself here. And, you know, I feel like it can't all just be intensity. There has to be growth. There has to be expansion. There has to be building kind of energy. And if there's not, then it, you know, I don't want to, it's kind of a waste of time. You know, I don't know. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. It's like that's how you were feeling. It's like, maybe it wasn't so direct or blunt, like you're just kind of wasting my time. You're just sort of wasting my precious time. Wow, there have been so many messages coming through, and now they're all coming through in this reading. So like, yes, and I was so strongly guided to do this kind of reading. I feel like the universe did everything it could to show this person who you were in their life. I feel like it may have even done that to you. You may have seen a ton of signs and synchronicities around this connection, and that may have been why it was so hard to kind of let go or to walk away or to feel okay about walking away. Because I almost feel like, yeah, there's a walking away, but there's almost like this waiting for the person to follow you, or waiting for them to actually have this realization and come to you, because it's like you just know that it's a deep connection, and you just know that there's something spiritual in it. And you know, it felt like all the signs were pointing to this person sort of being the one, but I really feel like this person became overwhelmed by the intensity and couldn't really handle it. And it caused you to walk away. And all they could do was watch, because they weren't prepared to do anything else. They couldn't do anything else. It's kind of like they didn't have a next level. They had given you everything they had. They hadn't done the work on themselves. They hadn't done the growth to be prepared for you when you showed up in their life. And so they kind of just gave into the intensity that they felt, the attraction that they felt. They kind of, they went with it. And I think, you know, there's a part of them that wasn't seeing beyond or thinking beyond the intensity. They were like, well, if you're feeling the intensity that I'm feeling, you're not going anywhere. And they may have taken you for granted. Or even taken for granted the intensity of the connection without honoring it and respecting it and building with it, growing with it, going with it, flowing with it. Let me see. Let me get more information. So this person is having a realization. I feel like they are composing some kind of message of love, or preparing, trying to get the confidence to come forward to say what they need to say, what they want to say here. Okay, what is the wolf, please? What can you tell me about the wolf here? I feel like, Pisces, you actually really wanted this person to follow you, or to not let you go, or to stop you. And it's like they may not have put up a fight. This person, this wolf person, is definitely someone who deals with a lot of fake people. And I feel like they're tired. It's exhausting. That's what I'm getting. It's like, I'm not I'm not attracted to it. I don't like, it's not, you know, it's a mask. And ultimately at the end of the day, I know that's your mask. And like, it could be the most beautiful mask in the world, but it's still a mask. And that's like not what I'm looking for. And that may be what's different about them. They may be watching their friends go for the people with masks and be thrilled about it. But that's just, they don't relate to that. That's not, it doesn't do it for them. This person is super tempted. They really want to come toward you. They're really having to hold themselves back. They're really having to temper their energy here, okay? Slow themselves down. This person really is coming for you, Pisces. Like, you've got an offer, you've got growth, you've got summer. Where I live in Florida, or, you know, in the United States, Northern Hemisphere, summer is just around the corner. I feel like there could be major, you know what I feel? I feel the energy of summer loving. I don't know what that is. Is that Greece? Yeah, that's Greece. So yeah, like almost like existing in a bubble of being, you know, having a relationship that's able to really like have its own space and have its own time to like grow and just really get solid before, you know, kind of having to come to reality with it. It feels like the timing is very advantageous here. I feel like this person like wants to open up. They even want to know themselves on a deeper level, and they think you can kind of help them do that. They definitely want to know you on a deeper level. They definitely see you as someone they can fall in love with authentically and really. You may even smell really good, or you may smell like roses. This person is prepared to nurture, I want to say, this connection. It's like they're just seeing you as just being so rare and so refreshing, and something that they have been hoping for, but were just about to give up hope on when you walked in the door. You feel like a karmic reward for this person even. Like, when I say that, I don't mean you're a karmic, but I mean that like they have done good acts. They have been a kind person, and you showing up in their life, especially as I'm just getting the timing, is extremely advantageous here. Like even the moment that you kind of like stepped off the boat and into their life, it's like, it's extremely advantageous because they really were giving up hope. You may actually look at this person and not think that this person is all of these things or has this depth within them, or this capacity. Like they may not appear this way to you. Like looks may be deceiving with this person. They may be extremely attractive, and they may, like I said, travel in a pack. So you may think that they're just sort of like all those people, but they're not. They're different. Okay. So what is this illuminator? What can you tell me about the illuminator now, please, Spirit? Autumn was a significant time with this person. Yeah, I feel like, it feels like there was, I feel, Pisces, like you thought that you were building an actual, I feel like you felt that you were building some kind of foundation here. Wow, look, I mean, this is strong. This person messed up. They messed up. They messed up. They messed up so bad. And they know it. That's what they're having the realization of. They're definitely, oof. I'm getting everything's on a spectrum, so it's going to be different for everyone here. But like, oh man, this person messed up. Oh, I feel sick to my stomach at this moment. Like, oh man, they know they messed up. Okay, so I feel like Pisces, you were really working hard to build some kind of solid foundation with this person, some kind of structure, and it felt like things were really going solidly. And it felt, especially in the beginning, like things were really solid, and then it's sort of like they sort of trickled out. And it's interesting, and okay, how do I want to say this? It's like when I have an issue with you and I address that issue with you, and then I see change. I see you respond to that, and make some attempt to, meet the need, or to show that you heard it and that you're being mindful of it or considerate of it or whatever, empathetic to it even. And then it's like less and less. It becomes less and less like that. And it it's the quality is what I'm getting. I feel like this person was concerned about external appearances, or they could have been someone that was talking to other people, or had a friend group that had a lot of, I feel like, jealous, catty, toxic type energies in it. Could even have been their family. I feel like Pisces, it's like you really didn't want this to end. You had really invested in it, and you had really a lot of hope for it. And I think you went into it with the thought that this was going to be it for you, or that this could be it for you, or that this could be the one. And so I think when you went into it and you gave it that energy and you applied that kind of care to it, I think it was hard for you to be like, no, I feel heartbreak. I feel suffering here. And it's interesting to me because this doesn't really, it feels like it's not bothering you. Like you don't feel like you're in competition to it, or you don't feel like, but the look on her face and the look on these people's face, it's kind of like, seriously, really, you're gonna let this low rent energy screw this up? It just, you're just like, really, it just feels so disappointing. It feels so like, what the hell? Like, and I keep getting this again kind of energy, where it's like you really thought this person was different. You really thought that this person, was different. I think there were signs, though, that this person had some kind of lack mentality, that this person had doubts, that this person may have even been hiding those doubts, but like trying to come across very confident. But like ultimately, it's like you couldn't ever really get to know them. You couldn't ever really get to see the full them. You could get to know them, and intuitively you understood who they were, and you knew them on a deep level. But they weren't really revealing their deep thoughts or their fears or their anxieties. They were covering them. And so there was this inaccessible part of them. I think something else that you noticed was that this person really didn't take good care of themselves. They feel like someone who's always giving, who's always trying to impress, or who's always like, well, I did this for them, and I do that for them, and I do that for them. And so I'm a good person or whatever, but they don't prioritize their self-care. So when somebody's cup is always empty, what do they have to give to you? They don't have anything left to give to you. So I feel like you do have this cycles, change, and completion. And it's giving me this. See how small the word change is, and see how big the word completion is? For some of you, this cycle is completing here. It will be revealed to you that this is done. Not because this person doesn't want you, not because of anything like that, but because you're done. Because you've transformed through this relationship experience, and you no longer see this as a viable option for you. For others of you, this person is having some realizations. I feel tower energy here that is causing them to change. And so that change is small, but it's like there could be some hope. It's not totally without hope. But the universe is at play here too. It's not just in your hands and in this person's hands. This is like, this person had access to an angel and they were a soulmate, and they did not treat this correctly. They prioritized the wrong thing over you. And I feel that there is something here where the universe is stepping in and is saying, And this person, conversely, has sort of been the opposite. So there's a strong chance for this new energy. All right, let's dive into the tarot. Guys, please put in the comments if you like this reading. I think I've done this once before when I felt this energy, because I was like, I saw it, but I don't know if it was deja vu or if it was like, no, I've actually done this before. But just, can you put it in the comments if this is good, if this is informative for you? Okay, sorry, I got to shuffle it again. All right, so what can you tell me about the wolf, please, Spirit? What can you tell me about the wolf, please, Spirit? The wolf. Okay. Okay. The wolf. Okay. This person definitely sees you as someone that they would commit to, like, or that there is definitely long-term potential here. This card flipped over, but then flipped back over and wanted us to see it. It's going along with that deception card. Remember where his face was half underwater, half above water? I think this person gets a lot of attention, or this person may be popular, or may even be recognizable in some way, in some environment. It sort of feels like the attention that they get, they don't necessarily want. And do you see how there's like a pack, but this person is kind of like riding alone? It may be, and it's like they're looking for something that they don't see, and they're not looking inside the pack. They're looking outside the pack. Can you see that? This feels very significant to me. It's almost like everyone knows this person is single, and everyone is trying to like vie for their attention. Can you see that person's face right there? It's like they all want him. They're all like, me. And he's like, no, he's like looking somewhere else. He has this offer to make and everybody wants it. And he's not even looking at them. But he is looking at you. And I feel like you're seeing him in this way, and you may even be seeing the pack around him and being like, no way I'm going near that with a 10-foot pole. Like, I kind of get that energy. Like, that's not my bag. Wow. This is yours, though. I mean, there's a soul contract here. The Justice card. Look how many times the Justice card is coming out. Pisces, you have been nurturing, you have been loving, you have given unconditional love, you have been a beautiful, 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 angelic, loving, nurturing soul, and you have not been treated correctly, and the moment is here for these things to be balanced out for you. This person has been in a period of healing, I think, from a broken heart. You've got the 3 swords on the wall here and the 1 sword here. I think this person was in a relationship where they learned a lot. But it's like once bitten, twice shy. They definitely don't want to go into the same crowd and have the same experience. You know, they definitely want something completely different. They do not, and I repeat, do not want to experience anything like that ever again. And I feel like, you know, this is inside of a church, and I feel like they're sort of treating themselves like this, like, better to sort of lock myself away or make myself sort of inaccessible, or, you know, kind of even give off the energy that I'm still healing my broken heart, that I'm not ready for a relationship, than to even have to kind of deal with that pack energy. You know, I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like this is enabling them to sort of keep themselves off limits or keep themselves safe. And it's like they're taking all the time that they need, and they are growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think they're making observations. I feel like this is a time in their life that's happening for a reason. They're making observations about themselves, about the world around them, about their environment, about even maybe being so sought after and its downside. And also they're having some kind of like mind opening around the animal instinct of even being human, and even the people around them and themselves, their own animal instinct, but like it's even the people that it feels like are hunting them. They feel hunted. I don't know how to describe that, but they feel hunted. And they're really looking at it, and they're really looking, you know, they're really seeing it, and they're protecting themselves. I don't know how to describe it, but they're keeping the distance. They're keeping some kind of distance here to protect themselves. But they are seeing you, and I think they're seeing that you're not really focused on them. You're focused on this cup. You're focused on living your best life, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, elevating yourself, being your best self, and in your own way, that is your protection. But you're out there in the world. You're exposed, and you're able to do it. And you're beautiful. Like, I think they definitely think you're beautiful. But you're calm, you're at peace, you're graceful, you're gracious. You seem to understand something they don't understand. And with the Hierophant, it's like whatever it is, it's like this is something that is so attractive to them that they feel very invested. They also feel like this is not in the bag for them. And I think this is a very foreign feeling to them. I feel like they haven't really had to pursue in this way before. And they also are very aware that you are not, there's like a no bullshit meter here. Like, they can't come at you in a way that, you know, like flirty or, you know, they have to come at you with their authenticity. Like, you're only dealing with real stuff. But they know this is an opportunity, and they know this, it's like they almost feel, yeah, look at that. There's the authenticity card. They feel, they may even feel like this is their reward. They really want to give to this situation. I feel like, oh God. Yeah. This is someone who, it's like they feel like they have to be nice to a lot of people, or they feel like it's kind of like, I have no choice. This is what I have to do. This is how I was raised to be this kind of person. I have to like sort of give to this pack mentality or whatever. But they're really trying to keep their life more balanced. I don't know, by kind of keeping themselves off limits or unavailable. They're trying really hard to take control and to step into this divine masculine energy. And I think you're part of the catalyst for this person to do this. Okay, Pisces. I feel like that's all we're going to get about that person. I just heard that. So, okay, what about the Illuminator? What about the Illuminator? What about the Illuminator? What about the Illuminator? Okay. First of all, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out upright and sideways. So it's kind of like this person saw your value, but they didn't honor it. They didn't treat you that way. They didn't, yeah, look, they couldn't make some kind of decision. Wow. And oh my God, this is such a repeat of this energy. They literally they were at a crossroads where it was like, okay, I honor you, I respect you, I make this choice, the clear and obvious choice. The guys, they have their hand on it. They're looking at the world, they're looking at their future, they can see how you fit into their future. You were kind of their world even, I'm getting. It's like you were the center of their attention, you were the center of their focus. They were just too insecure, I want to say, to go ahead and say, make the choice. With the Eight of Swords and the self-entrapment energy here, it's like their own self-beliefs or their own limiting ideas or their own inability to like open up to this potential and to the beauty of what this could have been is what stopped them from really making this decision. And I think you were standing at the crossroad with them, and you saw that they saw you as their world, and you saw that they wanted to make the choice. And so you were like, hello, I welcome you to make the choice. You may have even had a conversation with them or even issued some kind of ultimatum or been very clear and upfront and really said to them, like, I like you. You know, are we doing this? Are we committing? Are we making some decision here to deepen this connection? And they just stood there like, And it's crazy because with this Temperance card, there's this energy of we came together the right way. Like there was a foundation here, and this was a spiritual connection that was brought together by the divine. And this person did not handle it correctly. Look at this. The Hangman is under that Temperance card. Yeah, this person is definitely seeing how their fear, it's being illuminated here. And I feel like you matched their energy. I feel like they were kind of in this King of Swords energy, and you were like, all right, wow. You reflected back to them their own energy, and I don't think that they really liked it. I think you were logical. I think you said to them, like, look, this is where we're at. I need transformation. I need change. I'm seeing things clearly. Like, there's all these clouds here in the card, but she's above them, so she's seeing clearly. But, like, she has risen above some confusion. So this person may have kept you confused for a while because they're standing here like, I'm going to pick this. You're my whole world. I'm focusing on you. You know, we built this strong foundation together. But then they're not doing it. They're not pulling the trigger. They're not actually doing it. And there's something external to this connection that's playing a role. That it's like, this is easier or funner or more superficial, something that I can sort of focus on. And you're like, I'm not competing with that. You've got your back turned to this energy. You're like, I'm not participating in that bullshit. So, I welcome you to make the choice, but now is the moment. And I think they were like, I just heard pregnant pause. So take that as it resonates. And you were like, okay, so you cut them off, I feel like. You're not going to let yourself be disrespected, and you're not going to play small or go along with someone else's rules because that's all they're able to give you at the time. So, but I want to know, like, so what is the potential here, Spirit? What is the most likely outcome with this situation? What is the most likely outcome in this scenario? Oof. Wow. So for a lot of you, it's an ending, it's wow, that sucks. Wow. Look at that. You just can't even understand. How are you looking at everything that you have ever wanted? Emotional contentment with another person. It's so flippin' hard to find this with people in this world today. And how are you just going to disregard it? How are you? I don't understand. Well, this person, I feel like they have been fighting clarity. I feel like they get clarity and they know they need to say something and then they don't. it's a dance. You know, mightn't they? Yeah. Does the possibility exist? Yeah. I could see this person getting really kind of impetuous or how do I want to say it, like in the moment, and then just going, okay, and revealing it. But I feel like this person, there's a lack of courage that's happening here. And you know, like this person is stepping into their courage. This person has courage. This person is like not. So you have you just have this energy of, man, we could have had it all. You know, with that 10 of Cups in reverse. But what we see is the Queen of Pentacles upright, which is you walking away with your worth intact, you choosing yourself. And when you do that, that's when these kind of things happen. And I think this kind of thing is a huge reward. I think this kind of thing right here is a big, big deal. I feel really good about that. I mean, you don't want to be with someone who's going to choose what's easy and fun over what's real and healthy, you know? I mean, maybe you do. I mean, we all have lessons to learn, and I'm not here to tell you what choice is right for you. But this is just, you know, so sad. I mean, honestly, and it's got to be incredibly difficult to live through, to kind of know that this is possible and that you were this close and that it didn't work, you know, that you were dealing with someone ultimately who didn't have the courage to rise to meet the occasion. And you did. And that's the thing. You're taking that with you. And when you find someone like potentially this person who does have that capacity, then when you'll both rise to meet the occasion and your worth will be honored and respected the way that it's meant to be. Let me get you guys some message cards. That's my granddog. All right, you guys. Okay. This angry came out in reverse. I feel like this is associated with your past person. And then you had hopeful come out upright, which is, I think, you're this new person. And then you have doubting. I think they both may be doubting. I just need more time. Oh, God. That's that, like, 2 of Wands, 8 of Swords. And then cold. That's if you're dealing with a water sign. If you're dealing with a fire sign, you have daydreaming. I want to be vulnerable with you. Fantasizing. I can't walk away. You changed my whole direction. For some of you, I do think it'll work out, you know. We have those energies that are sideways, which are saying, you know, it's possible. It's not impossible. And I do feel like there is a small percent of you where it will work out with the past person. But if you're dealing with an earth sign, you are getting, I'm trying to figure things out, distant, my nerves get the best of me sometimes, and you are hard to forget. And if you're dealing with an air sign, you are getting, your words speak to me like no other. My karmic story is ending. Guilt. You will always be my secret love, and controlling. All right, Pisces, this is what I have for you, and I hope it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. There's a lot of shifting and changing that's happening here. There are doors closing and there are doors opening, and this is just the universe guiding you. You know, when you go with the direction of the universe and just allow the doors to close to inform you, and the doors that open to inform you. And it, you know, just move through with a place of peace and acceptance to the best of your ability. I mean, obviously it's going to be hard and tricky, but the more you're able to just say, oh, okay, the universe is speaking to me, and just sort of move in that direction. I just feel like there are really good things. Like, it almost feels like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is waiting right there. Like, this is a big moment for you. And I do feel like you are protected. And if you need extra guidance, or you feel like you need extra guidance, you know, don't be afraid to like reach out and ask for it. I'm getting that very strongly. All right, so this is what I have for you today, guys. I hope it helps. Until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always. Bye-bye.